run out onto the field. What was your thinking behind giving those Philly fans the towel there?
I usually do that to one of my bullpen catchers last year. So might as well do it to the fans this year. So just something I've always done, and might as well do it to the fans this year.
Feel the love? I know you talked a lot about that from the moment you signed Clearwater in spring training, and then kind of talked about it a few days ago, but did you really feel it today?
Yeah, I think the whole team felt it. Just the energy there was in the ballpark today, the energy the guys brought today as well, just everything. The atmosphere was unbelievable today. Place was rocking, all through the game. So just pretty unbelievable to be able to be part of it and get out there and play the game.
Full circle. I'm just curious what you can tell us about the post-game dance with the outfielders, if that's going to be an everyday thing, and sort of how it was planned, how it came about.
Actually, I saw it on a video game this offseason, so it was one of the previews, and I talked to Catch about it, and he said, yeah, that'd be great. So whoever's like the player of the game, I guess, in the outfield, they'll get the rock and try to juke the guy and score. So it was pretty cool. I liked it.
You talk about the energy at Citizens Bank Park today, but what was it like being on now the receiving side of some of that support? Yeah,
it was great. Like I said, the whole team, I think, was pretty pumped and stoked about the, support we had in the stands. And, what a fan base, what a crowd we had today. And, if we can keep that for 162, it'd be sweet.
Bryce, how encouraging is it to you that on a day where you don't do big damage, this team throws up a 10 spot and you have production up and down the lineup?
Yeah, we were talking before the game, if somebody goes over or something like that, as long as we win a game, the guys that we do have in this lineup, it's pretty unbelievable, pretty impressive. I walk right there in that inning and Reese hits the homer. That's what it's all about, getting on base, and guy hits a homer. Knowles throws, lights out today. McCutcheon starting the game off with the homer. Cesar, big hit as well. You can go on Michael Franco. Huge homer right there. So 1 through 9. Everybody, contributed today, and pretty awesome.
Have you ever been? I'm sorry. What did Reese say to you after he hits the home run? Obviously, your walk sets up the whole thing. Did you guys have a little discussion in the dugout?
Yeah, I was just fired up for him. We've talked about that all spring long. If I walk, they walk me or something like that. The guy behind me doing damage like he did. Unbelievable. That's what it's all about. Getting on base and making the other team pay for, walking me or whatever. Throwing him a down and heater, and he absolutely, parked into left. So huge homer right there, and just proud of him.
Have you ever been the guy in Reese's position in that situation where they're walking somebody to get to you, or are you always the guy who gets walked to get to the next guy?
I don't want to sound bad, but I've never really been that guy. So, like I've said before, I find joy in, what my teammates do. And, being able to see his success, what he did today, in that spot, Rendon, I think, did it a lot last year, things like that. So, seeing Reese do it this year, awesome. We got to do our handshake today for the first time, so and we were pretty pumped.
What made you go with the mask, with the Fanatic cleats?
Just thought it'd be cool, something, why not? I think it just brings some fun to the game, and, Fanatic's always happy and smiling, so, why not?
Is it good to get this home opener out of the way and now focus on the rest of it, not just focus on regular baseball, having gotten this one out of the way, this is the first game out here in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I think as a team, as a club, we were all excited for opening day, excited to get back here and play at Citizens Bank, and just be part of it. I think, the fan base is very excited. The city's very excited. As a team, we're very excited. And, we're going to share this with the city of Philadelphia and hopefully, ride this all year long and do what we can to be a great team and great organization. And if we can take it one game at a time and, play good defense, pitch well, and hit the baseball, we got a chance.
You were saying the other day that we get the batter's box, pretty much block everything out, but with the way everything was building up towards today and stuff, was it more difficult to do that than in the past for you?
I don't say, I don't think so. I think every single opening day is opening day. It's like a little kid on Christmas. You go out there and play the game that you do. Everybody's really excited, and just it's fun to be out there. I was excited to be, dirt under my cleats and grass under them as well, and going out there and playing the game that I love, and just another game in a ballpark, and it's always fun.
It got very quiet.
How did the ovation live up to the way you were imagining it? We talked to you earlier in the week about what it's going to be like, and how did walking through the stands and coming on and hearing the crowd cheer when you were announced, how did it live up to it?
Yeah, I've never been part of that at all, coming down the steps like that, so that was pretty cool. Fans were all fired up and happy and, ready to go, so it gets you amped up a little bit. And then, the announcements and things like that, or introductions, it's always fun, great national anthem and, getting going and ready to go. So, one thing I love about opening day is the huge flag in the middle of the field. I think that's really cool, and, it's a lot of fun to be able to see that and just enjoy another opening day. I think that's my 6th opening day. So, super, super fun to be able to go out there and enjoy that in a new ballpark with a new fan base. And, guess I got 12 more.
There were a couple pitches in your first at bat where the park got really quiet right before the pitch. Did you notice that at all, or are you just so locked in it doesn't sound silent, it doesn't matter?
No, I feel like when I'm in the box, I just, try to clear everything out and just be one with myself in the box. So it's just me against him, and that's all I try to really worry about. And before the at-bat, of course, huge introduction and things like that, and super fired up for that. But once I got in the box, it was just like normal.
Did the spontaneous Harper chance before the top of the first surprise you at all? And the other thing I want to ask you is, when did you first become aware of Reese as just a power guy? Because he kind of came out of nowhere 2 years ago, and all of a sudden he was, hitting home runs every night. And do you remember that at all when you were with the Nats?
Yeah, outfield, of course, them yelling Harper and things like that. It's great fans. That's what they do. It's exciting to be able to go out there and have the fan base that we do all around. The guys, like I said, we're so excited and happy to get out there and play the game that we love. And then Reese, I've seen it on the other side of the ball. That guy's got power to all fields. He's a very impressive player. And, like I said, if he can keep that going all year long and make teams pay and just be the guy that he is, he's going to help us a lot.
Bryce, you talked about how excited you were and everyone was fired up. Also, were you nervous? Were you anxious? Did you have any of that? You've been doing this a long time, but it's kind of a new situation for you. You signed that big deal. Do you have any other emotions as far as being anxious or nervous or anything?
Yeah, I think anytime it's opening day, it's you got anxiety, you got nervousness, things like that. But that's what it's all about. It's going out there and having those emotions, having those. Like I said, emotion and just going out there and playing the game that you love. But, everybody has a little bit of butterflies and excitement and things like that, building, and just happy to be out there and, like I said, be out playing the game that I love.